So Gabe here wants to get his grandfather into MoMA. How likely is that to happen? So he's been posting these videos on TikTok, and usually as an ex-museum pro, I think, that's not going to happen. But in this case, it really gives us a good chance to talk about how you get into a museum. His grandfather has the first step, a showing history. His grandfather is Roberto Cordo, including at the Pinacoteca de Nuevo Leon, And so to get into a museum, you usually have to be shown in galleries, have a representation, have a history of being in exhibition, and then eventually be in an exhibition where it's only your art, a solo exhibition. So in that instance, he's on the right path. But here's where it gets a little like, After that, it's often bugged. So the art world has to say, hey, this is something I'd like to see in a museum. And frankly, a lot of the art world is people who know people who know people. Curators who've seen it, like the curator at the exhibition in Mexico talking to a curator here. It's a lot about who do you know. Which gets me back to the beginning of this video. Actually, this kind of buzz could work. I don't know that MoMA is the place. It's a pretty stodgy and kind of messed up place. But like, for example, they're in San Jose. The San Jose Contemporary, for example. SF MoMA just fired their chief curator, so like, who knows, maybe something interesting is happening there. But the other reason I wanted to make this video is because I don't necessarily think museum validation is the only thing that matters. Cordo has a Facebook page. It looks like they sell art. And this is stuff that's really interesting. They have a clear visual aesthetic, and they clearly communicate the feelings of being in the spaces they depict. So much of this is about interpersonal relationships and how people communicate by just being in space, making these really powerful paintings worth looking at, even if you're not looking at them while standing in MoMA.